first leg of the UEFA Champions League round of 16 is finally wrapped up, and of course, we have a whole lot to talk about. But before we get into that, let's talk about two facts that you need to know about the games that went down during round of 16. Now, the first fact is that only one of the teams that finished top 8 in the league phase of the UEFA Champions League actually won their game, and that is Bayern Munich. And the second fact is that none of the English Premier League teams actually had all 3 points during the first leg of the round of 16 that just went down. And they had 4 losses and 2 draws. Let's get into the results then. So of course, the first leg started with Galatasaray and Liverpool on Tuesday, and of course Galatasaray won that all the way in Turkey. Of course, Bayern Munich fine form smashed 6 past Atalanta in their home ground. I mean, that's really brutal from Bayern Munich. And of course, just like I mentioned earlier, they're the only team that finished top 8 to actually win their game in the first leg of the round of 16 to get all 3 points. Newcastle also drew against Barcelona. This is a lucky, because I saw this game. This was a lucky one from Barcelona. Unfortunately, Newcastle could not convert most of their chances, and of course, the quality of Barcelona actually came out towards the end of the game with that penalty. And of course, Lamine Yamal did not miss. Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. Now, when we saw this result, I didn't watch the game, I'm not going to lie, but when we saw the result of this fixture, everybody laughed at Tottenham. And of course, they deserve to be laughed at, because you know how they've been struggling and battling with relegation in the English Premier League, and now they are like one step out of the UEFA Champions League. But it's not over until it's over. We've seen something more miraculous happen in the Champions League overall competition. So I think, of course, you would based on the form that Tottenham are currently in, you would say this is game over. This is the end of the road for them. But of course, I'm backing Atletico Madrid to do the job when they go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium next week as well. And let's look at Leverkusen Arsenal. This was the first kickoff of the game that happened. The first game to happen on Wednesday, and Leverkusen held their own against Arsenal. Arsenal also got lucky. For me, that was not a penalty. As an Arsenal fan, that was not a penalty, but Arsenal got lucky at the end, and they converted the chance they got. So of course, Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea as well, where we had the result against Tottenham versus Atletico Madrid. It was expected, because Tottenham was they're actually struggling. We know that they are actually in a bad run of form, bad manager, bad drama, a whole lot of noise around them. But Chelsea, explain to me how the so-called champions of the world, because that's what they call themselves, not us. They crown themselves champions of the world. Of course, they won the Club World Cup, and they beat the same PSG last summer, and just look at the scoreline, because everybody was laughing at Tottenham, and then Chelsea, after spending